pile here behind a nice 39-hour adventure. Captain Will and the boys just got back in with a nice pile of fish from this 39-hour new moon adventure. Definitely a lot of different quality fish here, and a nice spread of a lot of variety with red grouper, big mangroves, nice scamp grouper, nice big yellowtail, some solid other heads and tails, plus a blackfin tuna, some nice fat red groupers, some big porgies, vermilions. Definitely looks like a nice variety here, huh, Captain Will?
Yeah, we had a good variety this trip. We went a little further south than I have been, and it paid off with some bigger fish at night. The mangroves were a little pickier at night, but we got nice big ones and nice big yellowtails mixed in with them. Some big vermilions, a few scamps at night even. And we had a picky day bite for some reason, even though we had a new moon. Picky day bite, but we kept working north and north and north. The shallower we got, the better we did.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. Normally on a new moon, we would expect a little bit of a slower nighttime bite and a better daytime bite. And this trip, the kind of opposite happened, with a really good night bite and kind of a really tough day bite, which is kind of strange, huh?
Yeah, it was non-typical, and honestly, we've had a non-typical full moon bite. The fish have been chewing all around the full moon in the daytime for us out there, and I guess we were due for that. But
yeah.
It picked up in the afternoon, maybe 5 p.m.
Yeah, it picked up in the afternoon, and then the bite got better towards the last half of the trip, huh?
Yeah, we had a solid bite from vermilions, porgies until closer to sundown, and then we did well in the mangroves on the last spot. And then we were in an area where they're stacked up, but it was time for us to go. We had a couple of nighttime spots, got some mangroves in, and headed on back. But those fish are definitely migrating from inshore, like we had talked about. They're hitting the grounds right now.
That's interesting, man. A lot of fish movement, but definitely capitalized on some good fish at night while they were biting well for us, and then muddled through that tougher day bite and then ended up getting back on them. How'd this blackfin tuna come up? Do you remember?
I know the guy was jigging a lot. I'm pretty sure he got him on a jig.
Wow.
Slow pitch.
That's awesome, man. A solid fish. What about this nice scamp here?
I'm not sure about the scamps that we did. We had at one spot at night where there's only a couple on top. I would say we had at least five pound yellowtails.
Wow, that's awesome. And some good red grouper in the pile here, too.
Yeah, we strung a lot of the red grouper, too. There's not as many on. So it was a good trip overall. Hit a couple really good vermilion spots where you can get your vermilions quickly. And then you just pick at the mangroves, yellowtails, get a grouper, and you had a real nice trip, you know?
What was the hot bait this trip?
I would say the hot bait, for the most part, was cut bait.
Cut bait?
And pinfish on those big mangroves, for sure.
All right, the big mangroves, like the pinfish. That's awesome. Thanks, Captain Will.
Yes,
we
sir.
appreciate it, buddy. Nice pile of fish. Good variety from this 39-hour adventure. A lot of happy guests. Definitely could have been a little bit better of a daytime, but sometimes that kind of happens, right? Normally, these moon phases are predictable, and normally on a new moon, we have a better daytime bite and a little bit of a tougher nighttime bite. But as you could tell, as Captain Will mentioned, sometimes that doesn't hold true, right? And this goes to show you a great example of getting too hung up on the moon phase can sometimes trip you up. A lot of people are like, oh, I got to go fishing on that full moon and get that good nighttime bite. This trip is a great example how that moon phase is only one of the many variables, right? Water temperature, water clarity, whether it's cloudy or not, whether the barometric pressure is changing, tides, all these things play an effect. And sometimes the moon phase isn't the dominant variable that dictates whether or not the fish are going to feed or when the fish are going to feed, right? So great example on this trip. Unfortunately, a little bit of a tougher daytime bite, but as Captain Will said, they kept moving, they kept trying, and they ended up getting back on the fish the second half of the day towards the afternoon. Put together a nice pile overall, and fishing near shore has been going well for us. We had a 10-hour private charter yesterday. Got a nice big fat red grouper, a lot of nice lane snapper, a couple nice mangrove snapper. They got a big mutton snapper and only about 70 to 90 foot of water, which is a nice surprise. An 8-9 pound mutton coming up in that depth, especially in our area, is really cool. So we're excited. We're seeing some great fishing opportunities, a lot of mackerel and kingfish. King of the Beach was yesterday. They had a lot of kingfish weighed in, so good to see a lot of kings in the area, a lot of mackerel around, a lot of bait around. And then inshore right now, the snook are on the move. We're seeing some pretty steady redfish action, some big trout. The trout bite has slowed down a little bit, but this new moon should have those fish concentrated around the dock lights and bridge lights at night. Some tarpon showing up, a lot of shark action around. So it's a good time to get out and do some fishing. The weather is looking really nice for us. Really the whole forecast period. We've got some moderate winds, moderate seas, and some really good fishing opportunities. Plus, we're on the backside of spring break, backside of Easter. Kids aren't out of school yet, so this is that time of year where the weather's good, fishing's good, there's not as many people around, so it's a great opportunity to come out and enjoy some time on the water, some fun in the sun. Remember, we've got dolphin tours, island trips, shelling trips. We've got sunset cruises. We do a lot more than just deep sea fishing and offshore fishing. We have private fishing charters as well. We have a seafood market where you can grab your fresh fish, stone crab, lobster, and more. So we got it all here inside Fish Famous Johns Pass at Hubbard's Marina. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Don't forget, tonight you got a chance to win $1,500 in free trips. Every Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. we do that live stream show, so hopefully we'll see you tonight for the show. And then also, don't forget, in person, May 27th, Tuesday night, May 27th, 7 to 9 p.m. we're going to be at OCC Roadhouse. Myself, Captain Mike Anderson, talking fishing, answering questions, giving away free stuff. So hopefully we'll see you in person for that event as well. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy. Hopefully we'll see you out in the water soon, y'all. Have a great day. Happy Sunday.